got more wires today connected than usual, but I think that's good. And I believe we are also live now, even though there is currently no one in the room. That's fine. Use the moment to get the intro out of the way. Hey everyone, this is Kevin, the Apptrepreneur, and welcome to a live stream. If you are in the chat room live, this is obviously live. We don't know how long it's going to be. For those of you who are watching in the future, we don't know how long it's going to be. I don't anticipate this one to be more than an hour. I actually think this one might have to be a little bit shorter. Hey, Mark. However, you never know. I've said that before, and these have ended up being like a long time coming. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? And so we do have a show tonight. Hey, Julius, we have a few topics to talk about. I want to why the beanie always? The beanie. Oh, geez, thank you for the super chat, Joe Bull. I will drink to your honor. I'm not gonna do the chip tossing thing. I have the chips, but I think that got a little redundant last time, so we're gonna skip that one. So anyway, we have a few topics to. Hey, Rachel, how you doing from Chicago? We have a few things to talk about. We'll talk about the somewhat less important stuff first as we wait for people to come in. Then we'll talk about the next thing, which is a little bit more important. And then, well, maybe I kind of figure it would be fun to go through this Reddit post because I did a video about the alleged ex-Uber employee who was telling how things were going on at Uber. I thought it might be fun to kind of go through all of that. And boy, I've got a lot of people joining. I'm doing great, and I've had a pretty good weekend, Ryan, for the most part. It's been a busy week overall, but so anyway, let's talk about the first thing. So I just want to this is like a little shout out. I know there's only like 41 of you here, but I want to say it anyway for the people who are watching in the future. We're trying to get Dark Road Run 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed to him yet, please consider going to his channel, Dark Road Run, and it's a great show. It's a good channel. He's a good guy. We'd like to get him to 1,000 subscribers so he can start getting super chats and stuff for his live stream. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. The second thing I want to talk about is last night I actually had a conversation with Mandy, aka Driver Lady Pro, and we talked for almost a good solid 2 hours, and we talked a little bit about this and that, the universe, and she seems to be in very good spirits. Oh, well, welcome, Christopher. I'm glad you could join us for the first live stream then. And I mean, she's fighting. She is definitely fighting, and I'm definitely hopeful that she will be around for a long time for all of us, and for her sake. I'm definitely I'm happy to call her a friend. It's unfortunate what she's going through, but she is definitely an inspiration to for all of us, all the rideshare drivers. She, by the way, probably protests the most for all of us. So like, I know I've gone to like a couple rallies and strikes and stuff. However, you can do a super chat. It's that little dollar icon in the chat thing. So not really. Thankfully the timeout's like 300 seconds. So for the guy who just got timed out, that was an accident. We're totally sorry about that. It was apparently that wasn't supposed to happen. So we're sorry that happened. But yeah, so she's probably done more for the driver community than any of us. Always going to the protests. She's meeting with legislators. She's writing a letter. She's basically doing everything we should all be doing. And, we're definitely blessed to have her around. And then here's the next thing we're going to talk about. And it's been 5 minutes. There's about 60 people here. I'm sure people are waiting for me to address this. I'm sure you are, because it was kind of a big deal over the weekend, apparently. But I can't show it. I forget. I'm doing a live stream, so I can't. Anyway, I might edit this into another thing. Well, let's Yeah, the elephant in the room. It's not really an elephant in the room. So let's talk about this video that I did recently called "Drivers Getting Suspended Over Uber Comfort." Has almost 8,000 views right now. 299 likes, 242 comments, 37 dislikes, which is actually that's about on par with what most of my videos get. However, this video got a lot of attention because technically it's not true. And to be blunt, I messed up on it. So here's what happened. I mean, I'm not going to say this is an excuse to not do my job or anything, but I definitely had like a pretty hectic week. And I went to and from Sacramento in one day, and I still managed to put up multiple videos daily. And a few people sent me this email like, look at what Uber did to this customer. They got suspended because their AC wasn't the right temperature for speaking during an Uber Comfort ride. And a few people sent me the email, and not that this is how it's always done. I usually dig a little deeper. However, when I get emails from people that say, hey, Uber did this to me, here's the email I got, sometimes you just kind of have to take it on their word for it. Now, I made a video, and yeah, yeah, I love that Sonic. No, meat. That's came with my Sonic Mania thing. Uber Comfort for the first time. Someone's trying to call me, but I'm going to ignore that. So, and it turned out it wasn't true. It turned out the email wasn't fake. And the reason you can tell it's not real is because there's a random R in the middle of the email that's capitalized that should not have been capitalized. Also, it was a different color scheme than the Uber emails. Now, you would hope that I'd catch it, and I kind of feel stupid for not catching it. But the fact of the matter is, I am human. And I cover a lot of stories, and I don't have a team, so to speak, to, thoroughly fact check. I fact check as much as I could, and I really didn't dig very deep into that one, and that's obviously on me. And I didn't take down the video right away because I wanted to seem reactionary. I wanted to be transparent about you guys. I wanted to own up to what I did. Now, on the positive, I doubt anyone was really harmed by the video. I mean, some people say that I was lying. I wasn't lying. I made a mistake. I thought the email was true at the time, and it wasn't. And so I think that's different from lying, personally. But and some people might say, well, why'd you believe it so quickly? And here's the funny thing. It took like 4 or 5 days before anyone really caught the mistake. Because it honestly just sounds like something Uber would do. Like, that's like the real funny thing about this is like, it took several days for someone to catch this because it sounds like something Uber would do. So yeah, I got pranked. I fell into it. I screwed up. So here's what I'm going to do now that I'm addressing it with you guys. Obviously, the first thing that's happening is the video is being changed from public to private. So that pretty much means no one but me can see it, or unless you have the direct link, you can see it, which not a lot of people do right now. So I'm just going to private that video. I don't want to intentionally give out misinformation. Yeah, it's not going to really affect you much. That's kind of like that rumor where it's like, oh, if you do this at Disneyland will hand you over to the police, and it's like, it's not really true, to be honest. They have their own security team, but unless you do like a crime, you're not going to go to the police. You're just going to be asked to leave. It makes for a fun rumor, but it's not fact. But ultimately, no one's really harmed by it. But again, I messed up. I didn't mean to give out misinformation. I certainly don't want it to stay up. If it is misinformation, I just don't want to be that guy. So I have just. Did I save the changes? I think I saved the changes. Yes. So I have just, I've just privated the video, and sorry to everyone who believed it. It wasn't true, and I'm admitting to that. It was a mistake I made. I didn't mean to mislead anyone. Didn't want to mislead anyone. Certainly did not intend to lie. It was just a mistake. But there is one more thing that needs to be said. And here's the thing. I have to address the person who, well, pulled out the mistake. Who pointed it out. Because I think he made a couple videos about it. And I'm sure people want to know what my response to him would be. So, to that person who's watching, because I know he's watching, and if he's not watching now, he's got his fans following me, and they are going to tell him about this live stream. So he's gonna hear this, and here's what I have to say to him. Thank you for pointing out the mistake. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't want to misinform people, but I did misinform people, and you pointed it out. And because you pointed it out, I have a chance to correct it. So thank you for pointing it out. And there you go. And that's what's going to be said about it. Unfortunately, retractions are just par of the course for journalists in general, in YouTube or anything like that. It's just, again, I wasn't the only one who didn't catch it. And once it was pointed out, it was like, ah, man, that was embarrassing. So yeah, I'll try to be a little bit more careful about that from now on, guys. Again, didn't mean to do it. It happened. Take it down. Sorry to anyone who was offended by the mistake. So we're just gonna. But unfortunately, it just sounded so much like Uber. It sounded so solid. But I don't want to intentionally mislead people. So it's down. It is 100% down now. It's not. Well, it's privated, so only I should be allowed to see it. So it's one of those you live and learn type of things. Anyway, that's what I'm going to say about that, and I think that's really all that needs to be said about it. I mean, I guess I could like punish myself. I could like, do the self-mutilation thing that they do in like the Da Vinci Code. I could just drink like three Cokes on the live stream, to punish my innards for like making a mistake. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try not to make it again. And I'll probably make a mistake again in the future. Who knows? Oh, thank you for the super chat, Joe Bull. I'll drink to your name. So, but I didn't want anyone to think that I wasn't just avoiding them. The only reason I just didn't take the video down right away is because if I took it down without like a message, then I'd get claims like, well, I'm trying to hide from it. No, I have nothing to hide from you guys. It was an honest mistake. So, I'll try not to do that again. So anyway, so at the end of the day, we can all agree that lift is trash. Yes, I agree. Yes, Laura, pound 3 beers for me because I actually don't drink beer. I've never had any alcohol before. So, yeah, Alex, I'll make another mistake. Who knows? Gary says, if you guys can only hear what Uber says in boredom. Well, it's funny that you should mention that because, yeah, how dare I make a mistake? I'm supposed to be infallible. I'm the Uber god, right? No, I'm not. I'm a human. I'm a regular guy. I started doing this for fun, and then it became like a big job all of a sudden. So it's just amazing. And yeah, again, not that this is an excuse. It doesn't justify anything, but I've been suffering from insomnia and stuff last week. I think last night was the first night I got more than 8 hours of sleep. I've been getting like 4 or 5 hours of sleep most nights, and I'm going to Sacramento, going back, and I'm making daily videos and editing them. And it's like, it took a lot out of me. So I probably got a little sloppy near the end of last week. So, I mean, really the lesson should be I need to sleep better. I need to sleep better. That's what what needs to happen. So, but anyway, we are now doing the live stream. It's 15 minutes just to explain all of that. So, recap, still wearing the beanie, made a mistake. I'm sorry. I privated the video, so it's not public anymore. And subscribe to Dark Road Run's channel. And by the way, Driver Lady Pro, she's doing good under the circumstances. So have you heard of the Randon Brown situation? I don't know what the Randon Brown situation is. So, by the way, I'm kind of proud about this. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I actually posted this. No, it's not. It's really not an excuse. Well, maybe it sounds like an excuse, but I'm not making it. I just didn't do the research I should have done. So, that's me owning that mistake. Oh, thank you, Christopher. I will Drink to your super chat. Anyway, I shared this on my vlog channel, and I don't know how many of you actually watch my vlog channel, but I share stuff like this. But I wanted to show, but I got my wedding ring in because I'm really looking forward to my wedding. And here it is. You see, it says Lord of the Rings, and you probably know where we're going with this. But this is my wedding ring. This little, I don't know if you can see the writing because it's so close, but yep, the Lord of the Ring wedding ring, the one true ring, and it has like a little love inscription written in Elvish. Says something along the line, because I can't read Elvish, I'm not that much big of a nerd, where it says, you know, one ring to bind one true love forever. So that's and yeah, they asked if I wanted to have the box signed at no additional cost. I don't know who signed it. It's kind of weird, but you know. So this is a 18 karat gold plated. Too young. I'm 34. This is a 14 gold plated ring. Now I was gonna get the solid 24K ring. However, that cost a couple $1,000s, and we had to make budget cuts on the wedding. So I bought this one that's like $100, and it's really nice. And for the 1 year anniversary, I'll upgrade the ring. But it's kind of funny because I'm looking at the ring kind of longingly. I can't wait to wear this for real. And I'm kind of looking at like my precious. I can't wait to be married to Katie. And I've been tempted to put it on. However, I won't do that. I will not. Well, okay, I put it on briefly just to make sure it fit. But I'm not going to put it on again until she is putting it on my finger at our wedding day. So anyway, prenup, I don't have anything worth taking. So, well, you know, that's what they say, but if it's all down, you know, if here's the thing. If I have to be tied down to someone, I definitely want to be tied down with her. So anyway, that's the wedding ring, and then I'm probably going to be sending this to my parents so they can hold on to this. Gotta bring well, I'm going to be going up to Sacramento in like a few weeks. There's like a bridal shower over there. No, I know some people don't believe in marriage. That's fine, but I'm not going to lie. I wanted to get married for a long time. I always wanted to be with someone. So, I mean, I was recently with like a group of people. I won't say who because you might actually know them. And they, I did try it on, Jordan. I put it on to make sure it fits, but you know, I'm not putting it on again until afterwards. You know, and they don't believe in marriage, and they said similar things. They said, well, you know, be prepared for how expensive the lawyers are going to be. And it's like, well, I want it to last forever. And one of them said like, well, we'll forgive you for because this is your first time around. And it's like, okay, whatever. Some people don't believe in marriage. That's fine. I do believe in marriage, and I've wanted to get married for a long time. Oh, hey. Hey, Roy. You know, here's the thing. I don't always agree with your videos, but I want to just say good on you for making that video calling out those trolls who go to Mandy's channel. That sickens me. So thank you for making that video. And Eduardo, thank you for the super chat. I will drink in your honor. I've got another bottle of water because this one's gonna, you know, our mods invited to the wedding. A couple of them are actually. A couple of the mods have been invited to the wedding. So, you know. Journey with Jordan said society is ruining marriage because they don't keep it traditional the way God intended. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You know, so I'm definitely, yeah, but she's special. And I've prayed and waited a long time for her. So, oh, tell us the stuff that the guy from Uber said. Oh, okay, yeah. So, in fact, here's one thing that I'm going to do. I'm actually going to record the screen. You can't see it. However, we're going to, just in case I want to turn this into like another video later on the week, we will continue it that way. So let's, and it does like a little countdown. So, come on. 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, so I'm at the. I know you can't see it, but I'm on that Reddit post that I did the video about a few days ago. And even though like I use the rideshare guys blog as a reference to some of the big points, there's like some other points that were not mentioned in the article that are fascinating to read as well. Now, again, this is an alleged former Uber employee. We don't know for sure if this was an Uber employee. However, from what's been read, it sounds like they are, at least if any of the horror stories from Uber are to be believed. So, here's a comment about the dispatch system, which is the algorithm designed to be, like, so, you know, we already read that one, but here's a question someone had. So, is there no throttling of rides to prevent drivers from reaching their weekly quest goals? This is something that actually I have suspected for a long time. Um, and this alleged Uber employee wrote, no, that doesn't happen. However, quest goals, or whatever they might be called in your local market, were a huge sore spot in one example of how Uber screwed over drivers. I'm paraphrasing, of course. There were tons of stories from drivers who got screwed out of their quest bonuses for BS reasons. Usually it would go something like this. A driver thinks they've reached their quest goal for the week on a Thursday, let's say, and decides to take the rest of the week off. Well, perhaps one of those trips didn't actually qualify toward their quest goal. A common reason would be a rider complains about a ride, they get a full refund, and your weekly trip count goes down by 1. Maybe it's changed since I left, but Uber wouldn't communicate that to you in plain English. Hey, we removed a ride from your weekly total because a rider complained and you need to get back online and complete another trip to qualify for your quest goal. Payday comes and your earnings are way short. You try to get in touch with Uber to figure out what's up, but as I've explained in another comment, the customer service is terrible and you're basically screwed without any recourse. It's a terrible thing to do and a good example of a policy that caused me grief. By the way, when I was driving, one of the tips that I would give people all the time is that you should always do a few rides above what the quest requires. Now, I didn't think it was for reasons like this, but it was always just, it was common sense knowledge, really. You really should have a few more because it's like, it'd be really easy for like one ride to get misplaced or something. So, that's something that, yeah, Journals Jordan says $55 for 75 rides. Wow, what a quest. So, here's someone else's comment. There is, I'm 100% sure, back when I did Uber quite a bit, I was one trip away from getting my quest. I got no rides in an area that I know is usually pretty busy. I sat there for like 45 minutes. Finally, I got a short trip. Right after that, I got ping after ping after ping. Clearly, they were prioritizing me to make me give up and not get the quest. And someone else at that point said, couldn't this be explained with there being lots of extra drivers trying to complete their quests? Your quests all end at the same time, right? And the Uber employee alleged, said, I never really looked into the issue of failed quest achievement, but I can definitely say that Uber never did anything to prevent trip achievement by dispatching rides to other drivers with a lower chance of surviving the number of trips. However, the number of trips required to achieve the quest bonus was absolutely designed to be difficult to achieve. Uber does have great insight into potential demand for rides on a given week based on historical data, whether or not there is something like a concert coming to town that would cause an abnormal spike in ride requests and how to compensate for that spike, etc. Based on those and other factors, Uber sets a number that it knows most drivers won't reach. It's one of those gimmicks used to create an illusion that Uber's trying to help drivers earn more, but in reality, it's just another tactic to suppress fares. So that's their, let's see here. Now, by the way, this is a question right here that this is why we have to say allegedly over and over again, because someone asked, do you have any proof to verify any of this, like employment, get, etc.? And they said, not really. When I left Uber, I was forced to return anything that could identify me as a former Uber employee. They take privacy very seriously. I'm sure they do. So anyway, let's look at some of the comments that I might have missed. Hey George, how you doing? Let's see here. Right, Lisa said Lyft also stopped the bonus program they had last year. I've heard that. Gary said we need a nationwide strike. That would be nice. It doesn't seem to really work out that way, but Angel says any old idiot would be a better CEO. Get a homeless bum off the street of San Francisco, for crying out loud, would literally do a better job. Yeah, that's famous last words. I believe when Bryan Singer got fired from Bohemian Rhapsody and Dexter Fletcher was called to replace him, I think Rami Malek said, if you came up to work and took a deuce on the floor, you would be a better director than this guy. So, anyway, let's see here. M. Swear says Uber knows each market better than we do, which they should. Journey was Jordan says list bonus is not deactivating you for no reason, so you can drive another week. Yeah, that's true. Gary says it's not allegedly anything bad about Uber's fact. Well, we can't go down that road because, as we learned with the Uber Comfort trip, that sounded really bad, but that wasn't true. So, anyway, Square Peg, hey, welcome, Square Peg, said, oh, and hey, we have 100 people in here. Thank you. Remember, if we get to 100 likes, I do the rest of the episode beanie free. So, Square Peg says quests are basically worthless anyway. In my area, when it comes out to 50 cents per ride, big deal. That isn't worth working towards. M. Sawyer says consecutive ride bonus is all they offer now. Jordan says Dara makes 19K an hour. He's doing something right, obviously. Yeah, he got hired by the right people. And M. Sawyer says quest promos used to be lucrative. Modern Tip said I like turtles. That's nice. Mark says Uber's top priority is what's in their best business. Christopher says my current quest is for 100 rides for $135. Just your average YouTuber. He's from Arkansas and he's here. Welcome. WebX says I am driving right now, but happy to be here. Well, we're happy to have you here too. Remember, everyone, if we get 100 likes, I do it beanie free. Now let's look into more of these questions. Someone asked, why are they investing billions in autonomous and other nonsense which will take decades and screwing drivers over in the meantime? They could be a profitable company if they just focus on their core business. Now, I think I actually kind of touched on this a little bit in my other video, but what the heck? We'll go over it again. Driver churn, technical term for drivers quitting, is an existential threat to Uber. Autonomous driving is the only way Uber survives in the long term. Same is true for Lyft and every other ride-hailing app worldwide. At some point, there will be no drivers willing to work for Uber, so it's a sprint to develop autonomous driving before things fall apart. Why are they screwing drivers in the meantime? I think it's a combination of 1, because they can, 2, because they want to, and 3, because they have to. Until the equation changes, Uber has been able to consistently cut fares and to squeeze drivers without things falling apart, which has earned the founders, investors, employees millions and billions of dollars. Why would they stop as long as that routine continues to work? Competition is also a huge thing. Uber and Lyft don't really own anything. You provide the car and the labor. Uber and Lyft are just middlemen. The barrier to entry to creating a new ride-hailing is relatively low. As soon as Uber and or Lyft start to raise fares, another company can come in, raise billions of dollars, which they absolutely would be able to do, and undercut them with lower fares. Riders are extremely price sensitive and have no loyalty to any platform. They'll choose the cheapest ride every time. It's a race to the bottom with fares until one of them can't continue to operate and the other platform wins, which I have agreed with and have stated many times. One person says, I'm 69 years old and I'm pretty darn sure I'll be dead and cremated long before autonomous cars are more than a safety driver being required. One thing I can't parse when, which is crossed out here by the way, if autonomous cars actually get to the point where they're viable, Uber, Lyft will have to own their vehicle fleets with maintenance costs, etc., that they're able to pawn off on us independent contractors now. Giant fleets of autonomous cars and all the expenses they require will bankrupt Uber, Lyft. Seriously weird. Nobody seems to realize this, least of all Uber and Lyft. And I'm finishing this topic and then we'll get back to all your comments, folks. And the Uber employee responds, Uber and Lyft or whoever else really don't need to worry about financing if they unlock autonomous driving. Whoever gets there first wins. Whoever wins will own the future. Whoever wins will have a line of investors and or banks willing to lend them money to buy their fleet of autonomous cars because it's a surefire bet that their investment will pay off with a juicy ROI, which is return on investment in the future. Another person said, I guess I'm probably not the norm, but I choose the platform that seems to treat their drivers and employees better every time. Don't care if I have to pay more. And the employee writes, there was definitely a dip in ridership after the delete Uber thing, but the members came back quick and continued to grow, which I knew they would. Now let me look at some of these comments that I might have missed. Oh, hey, Katie's in the live stream. Hi, honey. And I was showing off the ring earlier, and Stone Gamer from Arkansas is here. And Modern Tips says they should be regulated. I agree. M. Sawyer says, multiplier surge is alive and well on the rider side. Yes, it is. LAX Zone said, the new Quest is due 10K rides and you get to pay for a new transmission. Yeah. Yeah, no, I have talked to Dustin. I've heard about that. Blue Noise Media says, it is a race to the bottom and it will keep going as long as drivers keep driving. I agree. DB says, the autonomous cars are nowhere close to replacing us. I also agree with that. Angel, I'm just going to call you Angel. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Sorry. We need more competitors in the marketplace. It's sad because even their apps are not really all that. I mean, how much of an investment would be needed to make a better app? You know, the funny thing is, like, keep an eye out for Tuesday or Wednesday's video. I've got, like, a very interesting video about that coming. Bob Thorpe says, Uber's company model should be, this is a quick step. I actually think their slogan should be more hours, lower pay, Uber. Those of you who are Papa John fans will know what I'm referring to. Jordan says, autonomous vehicles are not the next step for Uber. The next step is paying the Uber support workers in the Philippines to remotely drive cars for less than they're paying us now. Well, that's kind of autonomous. Square says, you guys are such a cute couple. Oh, thank you. See, honey, that's why we do the vlog videos on the other channel. Gary says, Professor is launching Goat. Yeah, the Goat thing. That's a very interesting project he's working on. He told me a lot about it. It's sounds like it has potential. I wish him the best of luck to it. Angel says, the problem is I am inclined to believe that the state is ultimately in bed with them as they are with all corporations, and if that's the case, then to compete against them is hopeless. Well, I think that's probably one of the reasons why it won't get passed. Blue Noise Media says drones will replace long before autonomous cars, and the drones aren't even close to replacing anything just yet. Part-Timer said Uber can rent/lease autonomous cars from the public the same way they have drivers now. This way they will own them. No, that's a fair point. That's actually a very fair point. Arthur Johnson says if you reject 3 requests, they kick you off. Yeah. Everyone's saying hi to Katie. Hey, Venture Day. Chinchilla X says there is a Grab cab in Southeast Asia which kicked Uber out of those countries. Wish that would expand to more countries. Yeah. Christopher A said, are you pro AB5 or con AB5? I'm going to be discussing this on Tuesday a little bit more. I've got issues with AB5. I truly do. But I do believe that Uber needs to be regulated. So right now, I'm kind of more in favor of AB5, although if it gets rejected and retooled, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, I think. Let's see here. Sam says, like that, lower hours, higher pay, coming from any Papa John boy. SquarePeg says, there's another company called CarSmart. I'm waiting to be approved to try it out. I'm going to look over that. Let's see here. CarSmart. Oh, yeah. By golly, there it is. Revolutionizing transportation. So, revolutionizing transportation. And hey, their apps are available right now. That's neat. That's really neat. So, okay. CarSmart. Maybe that'll be the next thing. Who knows? Let's see here. I'm going to drones McDonald's delivery. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Hey, Rideshare Professor's in the house. Welcome, the Rideshare Professor. How you doing? Keep up the great work, Kevin. We do Vegas next and then Palm Springs. Yeah, keep me up to date on all that. I mean, I've got wedding plans coming up, so we'll see if I can make it. But keep me up to date with everything that's going on with all of that. Would definitely like to at least consider it. So, let's see here. Blue Noise Media says drones are making deliveries in overseas already. In Dubai, a flying drone taxi is being tested already. Yeah, but that's overseas. America, especially with the I think it's the FAA. Is that it? They're not as crazy about the drones thing. So anyway, let's see here. Will anything happen to Dark Horse if he doesn't get to 1,000 on a certain time? Not really, but I think we're off for. I think this isn't me, so don't quote me on this. However, I think someone's going to be giving him like the person who's like the 1,000 subscriber a prize, but I can't confirm that. So, but anyway, and so yeah, it's definitely nice to have the Rideshare Professor here. And by the way, I'm just throwing this out here, just kind of remind everyone, thanks to the generosity of Rideshare Professor, The first person who went to the Uber rally in Sacramento who can provide a receipt of the $100 that Uber paid them, like if they could show a receipt, whether it be like it was credited to their account or like a PayPal receipt or something, the first person who can provide that gets $100. And if they make themselves their name public, they get 125, courtesy of me. So that offer is still on the table. So far, people have sent confirmation emails that they were getting money, but no one's actually sent a receipt yet. So just throwing that out there. If you want to make an extra $100. So let's see here. I'll keep them coming, Professor, for sure. And hey, Inland Emperor. Yeah, I see him on Instagram all the time. Yeah, no Crybaby Rideshare. If we end up being in Vegas, we'll definitely feel free to come say hi. Maybe we'll do a collab. I don't know. It would be wouldn't it be nice to have one of the actual crybabies on the No Crybaby Rideshare channel? That would be that would be awesome in my opinion. So, I this month for the bachelor party, and who's calling me? Oh, my dad's calling me. Well, okay. Anyway, he subscribed to me. He should know that I'm online. So, and I'll call him back soon. But I was gonna go there for the bachelor party, but it kind of fell apart a little bit in the sense that not all of the groomsmen could afford to go, and also this is going to sound strange to a lot of people, but I don't really go to Vegas to do a lot of the things most people go to Vegas to do. Like, I don't drink alcohol, I don't gamble, I have no interest in strippers. I know some of you are going to call me a liar for that. It's true. I am not interested in strippers at all. So when I go to Vegas, I like to see Penn and Teller. I like to see a Broadway show, maybe Cirque du Soleil. I like to see like one of the musical acts. I actually want to go and see Brooks and Dunn and Reba McEntire and Celine Dion and Barry Manilow. I'd like to see them. Maybe I don't know about Britney Spears, but you know. So those are the reasons I go, and because those are the more pricey things to do over there, it just got to be a little too expensive. So we're not going to be doing the bachelor party in Vegas. So anyway. But yeah, I might take the trip with the rideshare professor and Thomas and Dave the Uber slave. Who knows? So if the schedule works out. So, hey, rideshare professor is going to do like a, yeah, because here's the thing. We all love Dark Road Run. And we just want to see him get to 1,000 subscribers because he does more live streams than any of us. And it'd be nice to start sending him super chats. So let me scroll through the rest of these and maybe we can like, let's see here. Yeah, Driver Steve, it was nice to see you. Yeah, I paid for not having the suntan lotion. I got pretty tanned and red. Federal Aviation has well, they've granted permission to test Amazon's drones, but they really don't like them. So, all right. Good night, Professor. You won't cuss. Well, if you're going to be on my channel, I would appreciate that. I try to keep this channel G-rated if possible. And if you ask Katie, I'm pretty G-rated in real life, too. So, Katie subscribed to me. She doesn't need to subscribe to my channel. But I think she is anyway. So, Uberman Tampa, welcome. So, let's see here. I'm kind of just breezing through. Dave the Uber slave is not creep. Dave is Dave. He's been nice. He's always been nice to me, but you know. So nothing wrong with G-rated. Thanks. So anyway, I saw this other comment here. I think you guys would really like to hear this one. Well, Square Peg, stick around for this one at the very least. Because someone asked, not sure how long it is since you left. How long they are targeting ratings to be dropped? Oh, sorry. I think that was like the wrong. Sorry, this is the one I meant. I was deactivated for a false report that I refused a service animal. Very common. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Gary. I will toast to your super chat. I spoke to the dedicated support guy, but it made no difference. Is Uber just being overly cautious on this issue regarding deactivations in general? Do any drivers get reactivated later? It's been going on for 40 minutes, Uberman Tampa, but don't worry, we're kind of just So anyway, here's what the alleged Uber employee said. Uber's guidance on regarding service animals and other edge cases like people with limited mobility, i.e., what if you need to physically help someone in, out of your car and get their wheelchair into your trunk, young children who need car seats, etc., was woefully lacking while I was there. It's basically up to you as the driver to figure out how to deal with a situation like that. If it's official policy now that you must accept a service animal in your car, then that's news to me. As for getting deactivated from the platform, you really don't have many options. You can keep trying to contact the support rep to get some help, but the support team basically doesn't exist. And what support does exist is overwhelmed by the scale of Uber's operations and can barely do anything for you based on time constraints. If I remember correctly, support reps spend just a few seconds reviewing each case before deploying some of canned response that may or may not have anything to do with your problem. It typically took drivers at least 5 interactions with customer support to get a relevant response, and even then the result probably won't change in your favor. So there you go. And here's another question. This is interesting because someone actually, and this is what I was waiting for at the rally to be brought up, the rates. The first Flemos asked, not sure how long it is since you have left. How low are they targeting rates to be dropped to? Is the strategy, as most have speculated, that they plan to drop rates until people start to opt out in masses and then raise it back slightly to find the bottom? Do you really believe that we are 5 years from having self-driving cars taken over? Some drivers believe. My opinion is a definite no. That's his opinion and my opinion, by the way. The plan was to kill cabs, and we are about 60% of the cost of a cab. Now the cab business is on the canvas and people are hooked on the convenience of rideshare. Wouldn't it be better for Uber to raise rates to stay 80% of cab fares and make more money for driver and Uber? I expect you to agree to this because you sound reasonable. Or is the plan to raise rates passengers see without any increase in drivers' rates? They'll do this slowly in the hope that drivers don't notice, but that probably won't work. By the way, this was written like a month ago, and I think we've definitely been seeing that happen. And the Uber employee said, I don't think there is a target for where fares are dropping to, but it's not speculation that Uber and Lyft are going to keep dropping fares until they can't. It's a process called test and iterate. Sorry, my stutter. You test lowering rates for a small group of people, and you do some math to determine if the changes will have a negative impact if deployed to the entire market. If the math says it won't have a negative impact, they'll drop the fares for everyone. If the math says it will have a negative impact, they won't drop the fares for everyone. I can't comment on how close Uber or anyone else is to unlocking autonomous driving. That team's work is ultra top secret. I only know as much as you would based on what's reported in the news. The plan isn't really to kill the cab industry. The ultimate goal is for there to be a time in the future where owning a car is like owning a horse today. Horses, or other beasts of burden, used to be the primary way to get around. Cars came along, and now the only people who own and ride horses are wealthy people who do it for fun, or people like ranchers who still use them for work, a small minority of the population. The future as envisioned by Uber is that autonomous driving will eliminate the need to own a car. Uber wants to be the company that owns and operates the network of autonomous vehicles that people use to get around. In this vision of the future, Uber will be able to operate at such a large scale that hailing a ride will be ultra cheap and so convenient that there will be no reason to own a car, unless you're wealthy and want to drive as a hobby or show status or something. So, by the way, it's answers like these that definitely lead me to believe that this is the truth. Like, this person really did work for Uber. I'm not saying for sure they did because I don't know, but I believe they did because that is Uber language in a nutshell. So if they don't work for Uber, they at least studied them very, very well. And when someone mentioned about how long it would take, they did respond, in Uber's vision there would always be a car waiting for you just around the corner. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but that's the vision. So excuse me, sorry about that, folks. That was weird. That was weird. A piece of food that got stuck in my mouth. I'm sorry. So Anyway, there's going to be some more interesting, there's some very interesting questions and answers about the culture. So let's go back a little bit, see Um, see some of the things I missed. Let's see here. List someone support Brian business is a good idea here. Us. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna read that comment. Some might say the stables have turned. um, let's see here. Okay, everyone's kind of talking on who tips and who doesn't. That's interesting. I had a ride from SFO to Stockton. Well, that must have been a good fare, or at least decent. Um, T. James says there's no way maintaining a fleet of cars can be cheaper than the model that they have now. Impossible. I agree. Sorry, I'm actually feeling like holding my chips right now. Nelson says, fact, Americans love their vehicles. It will take generations to get rid of cars. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I live near, I go to like the Orange County, like in the circle. I'm there most weeks, like most Sundays for like the car shows and stuff. Because I think they're kind of interesting to look at. And people like have these really classic fancy cars and they spend lots of money just fixing them up and taking them to these shows and showing them off. So, yeah, I don't see those people giving those up. Um, Deanna, oh hey Deanna, how you doing? She says I'm not who this Uber employee is that Kevin is reading from. Dark, I did an interview a couple days ago and answered the questions regarding autonomous vehicles. You know, George says, hey Kevin, are self-driving cars going to make sure riders have a car seat or not a company? No, they're not. So yeah, another issue. Um, Sam says they will continue to get over on us drivers as long as we let them. We all complain about it, yet we all turn on our apps on and support what we complain about. Silly. I love Uber Lyft driving. Yep. Uberman Tampa says no one tips. Actually, Katie gets really good tips. Although she smiles and she bats her eye and she talks about the wedding and then she usually gets $20. So she's really good at getting tip money. Um, so anyway, let's see here. Michael Ives, did Katie do rideshare this weekend? No, she did it last week. And Katie does do a little bit of Uber and Lyft driving because her current, well, I'm actually not going to talk about that just in case they're watching this. But yeah, she has a need to make about $50 a week on Uber and Lyft, which is definitely doable and not too strenuous even on their rates. So, but she gets really good tips, and normally after like a couple hours, she's averaged like $60 to $80. So, she's good at it. What can I say? The Texas rideshare guy says, I find the wealthy people are the worst tipper. Oh, yeah, I agree. I mean, when I delivered pizza, which was more than 10 years ago, by the way, yeah, I found that if I delivered to the rich areas, didn't get tipped very often. When I delivered to the poor areas, oh boy, were the tips wonderful. Let's see here. Yes, Katie does do rideshare. M. Sawyer says women get much better tips. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. Deanna said yes. Dark A answered that question about how long Uber expected to have autonomous cars replace drivers. Wait, what did he say? Okay, I guess. Well, anyway, I guess she didn't have the rest of that one there. So, anyway, let's. Oh, it's not catching up on it. So Kevin Lee says Uber taking over 50% now. Yep, that's what happens. 125 people. Hey, welcome everyone. So just to let you know, if we get 100 likes, 100 thumbs up, I will. Oh, and Dustin is driving is here. Dustin, you missed the beginning. You really should have been here for the beginning. But oh well, whatever. So yeah, if we get 100 likes, then I take the beanie off. That's the pro quo. If I get like $100 in super chats, I'll do the victory dance. That one I'm not expecting, but just saying. Texas rideshare guy, but I did have a wealthy man. It's like, wow, he only needs Dark Road Run guy, 62 subscribers he needs for 1,000. Let's just get him there tonight if we can. Look him up. So, well, while you're doing that, let's look at this question. Someone asked this Uber employee, has DAR succeeded in changing the culture at all? Are many employees going to quit once they can sell their shares? The alleged employer said, I wasn't around long enough to discern any impact on the changes DAR made as CEO after he took over. The people I keep in touch with at Uber don't seem to think there's much of a difference, but that's only anecdotal evidence. In my opinion, ousting Travis wouldn't really solve the problem. There were hundreds of other people who would need to get fired to really fix the problem of the toxic culture, but that would be a huge disruption to the overall operation of the company, so I doubt that will ever happen, at least not all at once. I'm sure Uber's culture will change for the better over time, but it'll probably take a long time. Then the person followed up by saying, "Is it? Oh, someone else actually said this. Oh, really? We got someone from Australia. Awesome. Welcome, Patrick. So someone else wrote in. All right. So what is Uber's toxic culture exactly in your point of view? I don't mind you plugging the channel, Dustin. Not at all. And this person and the employee said, alleged, lots of stuff. If you've heard the term, oh wait, we already kind of went over this, so yeah, it's in the other video. But anyway, this is an interesting one. Someone asked, you mentioned destination trips. How come when I'm able to use it, it takes me way out of my actual destination? Is it the algorithm ignoring I'm on a destination filter because the area is busy? And this person responds, to the best of my knowledge, destination trips shouldn't take you way out of the way. I suppose what's considered far is subjective, so maybe the requests you get on a destination trip are within the range defined by the engineering team. Or if you're using the destination trip when traveling a very long way, i.e. it's fairly common from drivers to commute dozens of miles into a city to drive, so if you're traveling from Sacramento to San Francisco, the dispatch system might consider a ride request 10 miles of the interstate as a qualifying match. In any case, the key thing with destination trips is that it's a mechanism to disrupt the normal dispatch system. The dispatch system is ruthlessly efficient. At every moment, the dispatch system is determining what is the most efficient match between ride requests and drivers. It takes very few things into account when making this determination. One notable exception are one-star ratings. If you've rated a passenger 1 star or vice versa, you won't be matched with that person again. It doesn't matter if you've been online for 4 hours without a match or if you've been a loyal driver for 4 years. The dispatch system won't just give you a ride because you've been waiting around for a while without a request or because you've had several minimum fare rides in a row. Destinations was originally designed for the first and or last trip of the day when drivers are commuting to/from their home. A common complaint of drivers was that they would oftentimes get a ride request late at night or early in the morning that takes them way out of their preferred area to work, and the drive back is nothing but unpaid time. Destinations was designed to help alleviate the pain of that situation, so that if you have to commute a long ways back to where you're going, you would be first in line to get a ride request if it was mostly along your route. The original limitations for destinations have been eased over time, so now you can use your allotted number of destination trips whenever you want. The reason why this is important is, again, because it disrupts the normal dispatch system and gives you preferential treatment when ride requests are being distributed. It's not a guarantee that you'll get a ride request every time you set a destination, but it helps. But like every other ride request, sometimes you'll have to go out of your way to pick up or drop off. I did a lot of analysis and research at Uber, and on average, drivers who use destination trips make more money and were more satisfied and happy than those who don't. Just remember that Uber is constantly trying to squeeze you. Destinations are one of the very few options you have to push back. Make sure you take advantage of the opportunity. I like that answer. And I need to have another sip of water, guys. Like, it's, I don't know if you know this, but it's, I think it hit like 104 degrees today, something like that. Okay, something's going on in the chat room. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. It seems like, they're having a difficult time getting the leak to Dark Road Runner's channel, so I'm going to Dark Road Run. Oh, there's the link. Well, well, here, what the heck? I'll share the link too. Why not? I'm actually going to enter the chat room now on the computer. So yeah, I'm going to share this link. If everyone can if anyone, yeah. Um, so yep, there we go. If we could get him, he's at 937 now. It would be great if like we could just get him to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the night. That would be great. He dances like the chicken suit live stream at Uber HQ. That's that's awesome. He does a lot of live streams. It's just fun videos. What can I say? And he's a pretty cool guy. So, you know, there you have it. How many videos does he have on his channel? I think there's a lot. There's also a lot to mine, but you know. Thanks True Review. You can also subscribe to No Crybaby Rideshare. He's only at 100 subs, and he just got an intro. So, let's see. So, time to pay for Japan with app jobs, yeah. Let me look through these comments real quick, see if... Okay, yeah. Dustin is did a giveaway, yeah, so... Anyway, let's see here. Did I miss any? I'm just kind of checking out some of these comments, see if there's anything that's worth. I guess someone got timed app out, so like, why did he? Why was Gary timed out for the goat comment? That's the name of the rideshare professor's thing that he's doing. I mean, maybe there was something else. No, unfortunately, I didn't see what was going on, so no, yeah, don't play the Crybaby Rideshares videos with kids around. So, what game is that on your TV? That is, that's Phantasy Star Online. That was a game that I really liked playing on the Dreamcast. Now, what's funny about that is this is actually kind of subtle foreshadowing, if you will, because oh, he's spamming it. That's why. Because I've been wanting to play Phantasy Star Online 2 for a long time, and by the time they announce it at E3 this year, it's going to be coming to the Xbox One and the Xbox app in general, so PC players can play it too. So I'm going to make like an announcement video at some point, but I'm kind of thinking I want to be playing that game, but I don't have a lot of people who play online games right now. I just don't right now. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of kind of opening up the playing field to like Patreon supporters. Like if you donate as a Patreon member, even if it's just as $1, you can get like an invite to join to be part of my guild, if you will. Then we can play Phantasy Star Online 2 together, and we can live stream the play sessions. I haven't I haven't how should I put this, made an announcement yet, because I don't know how that sounds. But does that sound like, since I've got like over 100 people here, does that sound like something that would be a fun little thing to do? Like, you know, if you're a Patreon supporter, you can get invites to online gaming sessions of Phantasy Star Online 2 or maybe Final Fantasy 14, and we could live stream on the Twitch or something. Does that seem like something that would be okay? True Review says he likes that, so okay, we've got like one yes on that. I might have to actually create a poll for that. Sam says yes. Christopher says sure. Okay, definitely getting like a lot of yeses so far. And by the way, if you don't play games in general, then obviously this doesn't affect you at all. Fortnite's so. Everyone does Fortnite, Dustin. Mark says yes. Oh, that's fine, Steve. R. Feinberg says no. Uberman Tan says no because I don't play games. let's see here. Texas Ricer says, okay, Texas Ricer was saying something to Katie. I'm gonna have to go back a little bit on that to see what was okay, what was Texas Ricer guy said, Kevin, marriage is very cool, especially if you are marrying the right woman. My wife is my rockin' best friend. Yeah, Katie's great. And Katie said, thank you, Texas Ricer. We are super excited. And Texas Ricer says, you are welcome. My first didn't go as planned. Divorced after 13 years, but my wife now is from Mexico and has shown me the art of family. Yeah, Mexican families will do that. Family is pretty big to Mexicans. So, yeah, there have it. So, hey, we got this to an hour, guys. Should we read a few more posts from the Reddit? Let's see here. Yeah, if 100 likes, the beanie comes off, and we want to get Dark Road Run to 1,000. He's like, yes. I could see her going like, yeah. She does that. She also does this thing. She does yes, and then sometimes she goes like, yeah. She does little things like that. So, she is going to be a spoiled wifey for the most part. So, anyway. Griffin says there is a fine line between your rock and your ball and chain. Well, she's a rock. So, there you go. Oh. Well, that's probably a politically incorrect joke, but I do think it's funny. So, Dark Road runs at 9:40. Awesome. Mark says have to hit the hay. Shirt off for 10,000. If you actually did a super chat for 10,000, yeah, I'd take the shirt off. I would take the shirt off in the next video because a lot of people don't know this. You can actually send a super chat and then cancel the super chat. So there you go. JVP said, married my junior high school sweetheart going on 20 years. She was my angel, as precious to me as the air I breathe. And Katie's doing woohoo. She does that too. Maybe not. No, not the pants. The pants could get me deactivated. Everyone liked the stream to get the beanie off. Subscribe. Yeah, well, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I don't. What's going on with DB? I don't even know who driver DB is. But yeah. Oh, right, sure, Lisa. Thank you for the super chat. What would you do for 100K super? Well, for the most part, anything. I mean, I'll pretty much do anything at that point. Although, as the genie would say in Aladdin, but there are a few quick pro-cos. One, I can't make anybody fall in love with anybody else, so don't ask. Second, I won't kill anyone, and I can't bring people back from the dead. It's not a pretty picture. I don't like doing it. Other than that, and other than taking the pants off, then I'd pretty much do most. I think most people do anything for $100,000 super chat, but who's gonna give me $100,000? I mean, come on. Drunk alcohol? That's a good question. That's a really good. Would I drink alcohol for $100,000? That's a good question. Because I'm actually kind of proud of the fact that I have never had alcohol. I've actually got like a Hello Kitty wine in the cupboard, believe it or not. But I've never drinking alcohol. I mean, I come from a family of alcoholics, and I get addicted to drinks, so it's not something that I really want to start. So, would you break up for Katie for 100K? No. You offer me $100 million, I'm not breaking up with her. So, yeah, nice try, Uberman Tampa. Nice try. So, yeah, I hear Chicago, I hear, is a fun place to live, and for that matter, it's one of the few places you can be profitable on Uber. Uberman Tampa says, no, you don't need booze, trust me, yeah. How you leave the love of your life for any amount? No, I'm not going to leave Katie for any amount. Not even going to consider it. Not even going to consider it. Not going to happen. So, you know. Hey, what is the Hello Kitty drink? Well, if you look, I know this is totally. Hi, Steve. I know this is totally price gouging, and people are gonna flag me for it later. But yeah, if the donations get up to $20, I'll show you the Hello Kitty wine bottle if you don't believe me. So it does exist, but Rachel says you and Katie are match made in heaven. Yeah, I think so. I waited a long time for her. Jonathan, SDCC driving advice. San Diego Comic Con driving advice. Oh shoot, Comic Con. Yeah, be prepared to be stuck in a lot of traffic. That's the advice I give people. Driver C says, "Why would anyone wish that on you? Are they jealous of you and Katie?" I think most of them are just joking, but you know. 28 likes and the beanie comes off. Yeah, I've got 71 likes and 5 dislikes, so you know, there you go. You missed a lot of it, but don't worry, you can always replay. Steve, you can always replay it. So, you know. Sam said, I feel ya. That's what I meant. Can't leave your soulmate for any reason. Been with my wife 26 years. I'm 42, married 21. I wanted to be married a lot sooner, but I didn't meet the right one. Did you hear Leonard Moulton relaunching his YouTube channel as Moulton on Movies? Oh, neat. Well, I'm already subscribed to Leonard Moulton, so he's definitely one of my heroes. So I will definitely be watching him. So it's going good, Night Raven. Demon Shen said, Kevin, you got to hook me up on that drink. Oh, on the Hello Kitty. Yeah. Yeah, right, Shirley. So you sent your super chat. I definitely appreciate that. And apparently no Crybaby Rideshare has 103. So, yep. That's what happens. You play. You get on good. You stay on good terms with me. You tend to get subscribers. I actually don't know if that's true, to be honest. But I do give shout outs to people that I like. I believe in spreading the love as much as possible. Journey was Jordan. Have you seen Disney is coming out with their own streaming service and pulling all their stuff on Netflix? Yes, in fact. And this is I'll respond to you in a second. Low roller scratcher. I actually made a couple video. Oh, crap. I actually made a couple videos on the Disney streaming service. I will copy it and share a link. Let's see here. Videos. So this is actually one of the videos I did on the Disney Plus channel. So you can like go to that link, save it to watch later, and subscribe if you haven't. Oh, Fry Guy Zero, thank you for the super chat. I will drink in your honor. And if I get another $3 from someone, I'll share the Hello Kitty wine bottle, just because no one believes I have it. But, you know. So, hey, James, how you doing? Kevin, did they accept your $100 challenge due to fake protests? I have gotten emails from people confirming that someone said that they're getting paid. However, I have not gotten an actual receipt. But people are getting paid, and when one of them wants to step forward and provide the receipt, they will get $100. So oh, Dustin said to give it to me. All right. Well, why didn't Dustin give it to me? Dustin, why didn't you give me your own super chat? So I did share the link for Dark Road Run. Yeah, I believe that. I don't know why that was blocked, but I'm going to share that. No, Dustin's not cheap. He gave Mandy a lot of money for her surgery. But yeah, no, Dustin's not cheap at all. Let's see here. And he did a giveaway earlier, so you know, there's that as well. So Dustin says, send that $3 super chat. Like the stream, guys. 24 left to 100. Subscribe to Dark People. So, hey Kevin, have you ever tried? Yeah, my first videos were about DoorDash. I was originally the DoorDash guy, believe it or not. I was on top of DoorDash, and then they suspended me twice because I guess I'm just too charming a personality for them. And well, now I talk more about everyone. I mean, that the funny thing is that almost derailed my whole YouTube career when DoorDash deactivated me, but then I just started talking about Uber and Lyft because it's like, well, I'm going to start driving for them. I might as well talk about them. And, well, the rest is history. The rest is history. Oh, it's not letting me send a super chat. Oh, that's weird. Very weird. But, oh, well, that's fine. You give enough, Dustin. You really do. So, start doing videos on autism. It's a government conspiracy. No, because I do have autism, so yeah. That's okay. You know what, Gary? You were warned that your third strike would be your last by someone else, so there. I'm pulling the trigger on that one. So, there you go. Alex says you never have a problem receiving. Yeah, you know, you never have a problem receiving that, but you know. Yeah, no, without DoorDash, I might not. Well, I'd be here, but yeah, DoorDash was really what kind of got me started on this channel. So, all right, George, you have a good night. Oh, Hello Kitty time. All right, guys. I've gotta leave for just a moment, but I'll be back with a Hello Kitty. So, all right, getting my seat again. So, there it is, folks. Hello Kitty wine. It exists. This is a Pinot Grigio, year 2017. And oh wow, thank you, Dustin. Thank you. I don't drink alcohol, but anyway. I might chug that later, but I want to finish reading this. So yeah, this is described as straw yellow color, golden apple taste with peach undertones and intense aroma. Great as asperative and with first courses. It goes wonderfully with fresh cheeses, seafood, pasta, and rice dishes. Serve at 48 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a white wine, and it's from the official Hello Kitty makers. So, no, this is well, actually, just to prove. Some people say that I just put. What? Do you think I'm just like putting Hello Kitty stickers on random wine bottles for this? Pinot Grigio. I'm just going to here. This is from the Best Wine Store. If it ends up going there. Yeah, I'm over 21. If you're not over 21, please don't go here. But here. And come on. Oh, geez, it's too. The address is too long. For Pete's sakes. What about? Uh, what about this one? That's not gonna work either. Dang it. Maybe this one. Maybe this one will work. Looking for like a. All right. Will this one work? Yes, this one will work. So here, just to show it's real. Anyway, because Dustin donated a very generous $20. There, Dustin. That one's for you and for the Los Angeles. That's almost a whole liter of water. Whew. That was actually kind of fun. Wow. I don't have any water, so if anyone gives any more super chats, I'll do the chip toss again. Wow. That's a lot harder to chug than it looks. But anyway, yeah. So for those of you who are not aware, yes, the Hello Kitty Pinot Grigio wine is real. By the way, if anyone's ever in Irvine at the Irvine Spectrum, they have a Hello Kitty snack shop that has a Hello Kitty theme bar, and they have all these types of Hello Kitty alcoholic drinks. So, not gonna chug the kitty though. You'd have to be giving me a heck of a lot more money before I break my my alcohol chastity. By the way, Chel's in the house I saw, and I kind of waved at her. But hi, Chel, how you doing? So, yeah. So yeah, that's a $200 Hello Kitty wine. So expensive. It's really not that expensive. I bought it. Made a YouTube video that never actually published, but you know. So how you doing, Chal? It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you're doing good. Fine. Pet the kitty. Okay. Do not break your absence from alcohol. Yeah. Also, Katie wants to drink this. I mean, so you know, she definitely wants me to drink that. So all is well. I'm glad to hear that. Let's see, Katie's going like, yeah. But just to let you guys know, I got the Hello Kitty wine at Albertsons. It's I don't even think it's that hard to find, to be honest. If you want to just buy, if you just want to buy it online, there you go. You can buy it from HelloKittyWines.com. But yeah, but yeah, I bought it because it was like, geez, I didn't know you were allowed to put cartoon characters on alcohol bottles. So let's see here. Let's see here. Girls love Hello Kitty. Let's see here. Alex says, when you say your streams could go everywhere, yes, it absolutely is proof. They can go anywhere. Jordan says they always wanted the good stuff. Low Roller Scratcher, any movie updates on Movie Pass? Is Movie Pass dead? They are not dead. They say they're collecting themselves, but they did disconnect their phone number, so who knows? But I think if they were dead, it actually would be news at this point. So, balance an apple pie on your nose, $40. I don't have an apple pie to balance. I don't. So no, I don't even drink, so I don't know where I got all my cussing from. You got your cussing because you live in Vegas. That's why. I mean, actually, I don't know where you grew up, but yeah, people curse a lot in Vegas. Um, but let's see here. Uberman Tampa, I got my cussing from the army. Driver Steve, anyone got good ideas for getting rid of scratches on your car? Somebody scratched my vehicle. Yeah, I don't know. You can always take it to a shop, but that's going to be really expensive. So, you know, boy, I actually got over $50 in donate super chats today. Awesome guys, thank you so much. So that's really really nice. I appreciate that. Oh, wait, people are really willing to pay you to do random stuff. Well, I know, right? It's like those Klondike bar commercials. But there you go. Let's see here. What's the holdup for subbing to DRR? I don't know what the holdup. Well, we lost like over 30 viewers, so I don't know. Eat a spoonful of cinnamon for. No, I have cinnamon, but no, I'm not gonna do that. That's just no. I'm not gonna do that. If only because that can actually be pretty bad for your lungs. So that I'm not gonna put myself in unnecessary health risk when you know. If you go to Vegas Casino, you should do live stream slot machine on YouTube since slot machine is popular. That's an idea. Would people really want to see that? Would people really want to do that? So, Chuck mayo for $40. I don't have mayo. I don't like mayonnaise, so I don't even have it in the house. So the twerk for $20. That actually that one's kind of tempting. I would have all of my natural enemies on YouTube would love to have footage of me twerking. But hey, if you raise that to 50 and you give it to me up front, so yeah. Wave for 25 cents. Okay, where's 25 cents? Yeah, 21 likes. But oh, hey, $10 for the great community, and I didn't even have to do anything for that one. So thank you, Dark Road Run. Everyone, subscribe to his channel. He's so close to 1,000. He's so close to 1,000. What is this? The Pimp Show? Someone's shooting off fireworks out there. I don't know. Maybe you're right, but I'm just having fun right now. I'm having fun right now. So, but, oh yeah. Shoot. I gotta go back over there. Oh well, there. Alex has it. But I will share it as well. There's his channel that you can subscribe to. $59.99 to drink a kitty shot. No, sorry. No. I'm pretty sure, especially now that I'm getting my moderation under control, like I don't drink soda as much and I eat far less than I used to, but I really don't want to break my abstinence on alcohol. I just don't. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it. 1,000 subs, he will dress up like a pink mustache in front of Lyft. Haha. Yeah. Another 5. Thank you, Dark Road Run. Sponsored from Postmates. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, you know what? There's so many super chats today. You know what I need to do? I need to give away a movie. Like, not that I do this when I just get super chats, but yeah, I should probably be giving like, let's give. I've made $80 in super chats tonight, guys. Let's give out a couple of movies. So, vote right now. What would you like me to give away? Do you want me to give away Ant-Man, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Moana, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, Star Trek Into Darkness, or Doctor Strange? What two movies do you want me to give away, folks? Okay, one person said Avengers. I kind of want to. I think we should actually get rid of Avengers before that code expires, actually. Katie says Star Wars. Katie, we already have Star Wars. Don't try to win this one. Oh, thank you for another super chat, Los Angels. So I've got Star Wars, Born Identity. I don't have the Born Identity anymore. I gave it away in the last one. But yeah, so okay, guys, we're gonna give away Avengers: Age of Ultron first, and then Lion King I gave away a couple months ago. I don't have Lion King anymore. But let's give away Avengers first. So here's that's the website address. It is. Don't have Aladdin. These are the movies that I have. Don't worry, I'm getting more movies all the time. When we get to by the way, just let you guys know, when we get to 20,000 subscribers, on the 20,000 subscriber live stream, I'm going to be giving away the entire Game of Thrones series. So just to let you know. So just I can't afford a car giveaway, but I can afford Game of Thrones. So I'm going to be giving away the entire collection when we get to 20,000. So anyway, there's the more.marvel.com/Ultron. Actually, you know what? That's actually probably incorrect. Let's try this again. Take it back. Go to www.moviesanywhere.com. That's where you want to go for this. For both of these, actually. Well, at least this one. And remember, Katie, we own thank you for the super chat again, Dustin. I really appreciate that. But I don't have any more water to chug for you. Okay, so here's the code to get Avengers: Age of Ultron. Go to moviesanywhere.com, put in this code, and you could win the Avengers: Age of Ultron. And with that out of the way, yeah, no, don't worry, Roy. I hear you've been having trouble with that, so I totally understand. That's fine. I've been given more than enough tonight. Was this a code from the 4K release? No, this was from the original release. Another $2 super chat. Thank you, Tustin. Don't worry about it, Uri in Tampa. It's like, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. I don't expect super chats. It's just, I just really like them when I get them. That's all. All right, and now we're gonna be. By the way, whoever, yes, you did. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that. Now we'll be giving away Star Wars: The Last Jedi. So, while some people are arguing over Avengers: Age of Ultron, this is the site you want to go to get Star Wars: The Last Jedi, which is actually personally my favorite Star Wars movie. I know it's not a popular opinion, but I do think it's my favorite one. Yes, even more so than The Empire Strikes Back. I said it. I said it. And watches my opinion is never taken seriously ever again because of that. So why does it keep saying $2? I don't know why I keep. Uh, I don't know. But I know you can scale it a little if you want. So, um, ah, the code has already been redeemed. Oh, geez, because someone probably beat you to it. That's why. So, yeah, someone obviously won that. So yeah, whoever won it, let me know. Okay, so here's the code for The Last Jedi. You can redeem that at Movies Anywhere. By the way, whoever wins these movies, please let us know. I'd like to know. Hey Kevin, would it be wrong to give the room the link to download John Wick 3 Parabellum? Uh, you can share that. You can. Well, you know, here's the thing. I have to approve that, but I want John Wick Volume 3. And I have to approve the link first, so if you put the link, I might cheat and take it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you can do that. I'll approve it, and someone can redeem it if they want. I mean, provided it's a legal download. Like if you're giving away like an iTunes or Amazon copy or a Vudu or something, that's fine. But if like you link to a piracy website, no, I'm not gonna clear that. I don't believe in piracy. I actually think I can safely stop this recording because I'm kind of done with that. It's a torrent. No, do not do that. Do not send a torrent. Not gonna happen. So let's see here. All right. Ryan Stranger said, "What would you consider your favorite movie of all time?" I'm not sure if you've ever revealed it in a video before or not. Actually, I do have a movie that I would consider my favorite movie of all time. And because I've gotten almost $100 in super chats, I definitely don't mind sharing this. It's and this might surprise a lot of people. However, this is personally my favorite movie, Amadeus. This is by far my favorite movie. I've watched this a lot. And I think this is one of my favorites because this is one of this is the first time that I saw a movie that it really dawned on me that movies could be art and entertainment at the same time. And I've always just found it fascinating, like the struggle between the people who are truly talented and maybe they don't deserve their gifts, and the people who want to be talented but really aren't. I think it taps into like how bad human jealousy can be and the conflict of someone hating someone for their talent but secretly loving that talent. So, in my opinion, this is my favorite movie. This is the director's cut. I like this. It's got like a little booklet and everything. It's also got like this. This is a sheet for the CD because it comes with like a CD compilation soundtrack. Although I have the soundtracks to the movie as well. This won 8 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. This is probably my favorite movie of all time. So, there you go. We're not going to talk about where you can download music for free. Guys, music is cheap. Music is cheap. If you don't want to buy music, subscribe to Apple Music or Google Music or Spotify for $10 a month. Just, I don't understand why people steal things when things are so cheap these days. So we've got 85 people watching. Did we get Dark Road Run to 1,000 subscribers? Yeah, and Pandora's free. So like if you put up with some ads, you can listen to a lot of music for free. So I try not to promote Amazon at all. 944. Well, you're getting there. So let's see here. Did anyone ever tell me? Did we ever find out who got the movie? Let's see here. Who got the movies? I know that James tried to get Avengers. It didn't work. Because someone got it before he could get it. Was it me? For DDR, I can torrent. Kitty's like, yay, just a few more before you hit 1,000. You know, I'm. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. There we go. Forgot that. So, anyway, did anyone? I really wish I knew who got the movies, because I'm kind of planning to wrap this up soon, and I always like to know who got the movies, but I might not. Sometimes I don't find out. So, shame. Okay. Yeah, we're all. Kevin, do you live in LA? I don't want to say exactly where I live, but it's near LA. So, well, it takes 1,000 for monetization, and they have to review your channel and make sure that it's fine. But that's well, it's one. Here's the thing. It's actually two things. It's 1,000 subscribers, and I think over 400,000 minutes of view time within the last year. That's what it has. So it's those two things you need to get monetized. For the record, I get over 1 million minutes per view time every month. So I'm pretty good on that. 4,000. 4,000 watch hours. That's what it is. Or is it? Yeah, something like that. So yeah, it has to be a certain amount of subscribers and watch time. That's how you get monetized on YouTube. And your channel has to be fine. Like if they review your channel and they like, no, we don't want to associate with this, then nothing happens. So anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, you got to start somewhere though. So where does the super chat take the money from? PayPal? You can have it taken from PayPal, or you could take it from a debit card. Rachel, thanks, Kevin. Oh, sorry, it moved too fast. For the great live stream, you need to go to sleep. Oh, it's almost midnight. Yeah, I'm going to be wrapping this up soon. But yeah, but thank you for joining, Rachel. So, hey, Aaron, how you doing? So good to see you. It's a shame that you're coming in so late. Celebrity interviews. Just saw that Lord of the Rings wedding ring. Nice. Show us hers. She hasn't gotten hers yet. We're kind of debating between those. But for those of you who came in, oh, really? Your super chats came out of iTunes, Katie? Interesting. But for those who didn't see, that's the Lord of the Rings wedding ring. So, it's an awesome ring. This is I'm looking forward to Katie putting this on my finger. What is the CPM for Uber-related channels? Clicks per month? It really depends what your channel is or what you're talking about. So that's just kind of how it works. So anyway, yeah, one ring to rule them all in. Once she puts it on my ring, she'll rule me forever. So, well, darn, I did not find out who got the yes, K Night Raven. I am getting married in September. Chell, thank you. I never found out who got the I never found out who got the movies. Like how that's unfortunate. Like who got Avengers and who got Star Wars? I guess the world will never know. So, my precious, yeah, yeah. The funny thing is, like, I look at the ring and it's like, yeah, it's a really nice ring. So, oh, you've been married 14.5 years. Wonderful. I love it. So, okay, guys. Man, I really wish someone would have told the dates. The date is September 21st. It's been fun going to my P.O. box pretty much every day and getting invitation RSVPs. So, you know, like the invitations are, well, I don't really have, I only have an extra one, but anyway, like, but they, I'm going to block this person's last name just in case, but yeah, those are like the RSVPs. So, there you go. Yep. Peace. Oh, Dustin. Okay, well, Dustin, I was going to send you an invitation, but I guess I'll just consider that your RSVP that you can't make it. So, um, but yeah. So, there you go. We probably will be sharing some of the wedding stuff on YouTube, both here and on the vlog channel, which you can subscribe to. Um, so we won't be sharing the consummation though. That's going to be private. That's definitely going to be private. So, and Aaron's been married 7 years, going on 8. I'm glad to hear that. And save me some cake. Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, like, because whenever I watch, whenever there's like a royal wedding in England and they talk about the honeymoon and the wedding and they share all this stuff, and then I think Jay Leno one time said, and by the way, NBC is going to be broadcasting the consummation of the marriage. So it's like, because it's like, yeah, they're just like, it was, I don't know, I thought it was a funny joke, but so, oh, Alex, glad to hear. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty funny how many people are trying to um, there's a lot of people saying, "Are you sure you want to get married?" It's like, yeah, of course I want to get married, but you have it though. So let's see here. If I donate a considerable amount of more money, would you take the beanie off and do a dance? Well, probably. Probably. I mean, I would push. It would push the super chats over $100. So yeah, probably I would. Um, and are we guys just collecting a bunch of silly dances to use as like a little montage later on to embarrass me? Oh, great. Katie just said I would. So well, I guess I have to because Katie just answered that I would. So I guess I have to if you do that. So thanks, Katie. Yep. That got to be with the wife was a great movie, by the way. So well, he did, but he said if he didn't donate considerable more, then I probably would do it. So yeah, there's actually a very good chance I would do it. So let's see. I probably will give drivers a. Can I take Dustin Spotted? Sorry, Alex. Probably not. Actually, the funny thing is now that Dustin's saying no, there's someone else at church who wanted to come that we really felt bad about not inviting, so we'll probably invite him now. Now that we know. Yes, if he donated a considerable amount more money, I would do a dance. I would. I actually should probably if. Does anyone have any suggestions of like a song? Let me think. Gangnam Style? Oh, jeez. I don't even know that dance. I know the song, but I don't know that. I don't know that dance. Oh, I know. I know a dance that. I know a dance that. that I would it's definitely one that I can do at the very least if the super chat happens. But yeah, okay. So I've got the song prepared. So celebrity interviews. He got time. A celebrity interviews got timed out. Why did he get timed out? Let me see. What's the deleted message? Oh, yeah, that's kind of an inappropriate joke. I'm not gonna do. I actually like Michael Jackson quite a bit, but I'm not going to. That would actually get the live stream terminated. I know for sure. So no, that wouldn't work. Yeah, I can tell Katie did not appreciate that. Well, I don't appreciate that comment. So Gundam is like riding a horse. Well, either way, the super chat never came, so that's. I guess I've been spared having to do the dance, but I do He gave 2 super chats, and I definitely appreciate them. So yeah, I'm not. I cannot complain. Yeah, people. It's the internet. What do you expect? People have no manners. It's like either that or taking 4 kids to the movies. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate. Yeah, Alex is really good about doing that. So, all right. So we're at 1 hour and 46 minutes. I'm thinking. And I dropped my poker chip. Drop my poker chip. So, I'm thinking we're gonna cut it off at the 2-hour point. Does anyone know who got the Star Wars the Star Wars or Avengers movies? Anyone? You know, I'm gonna just in case. I'm gonna put the code there again just in case. I always make that mistake. So there's the website. This is for Star Wars The Last Jedi. There's the code. So if anyone wants to give that code not $2. Are you kidding me? No. It has to push the super chats over $100. I'm sorry. We're talking about public humiliation here. I'm going to get paid for that. But anyway, yeah, if you want Star Wars The Last Jedi, I don't know if anyone actually... Okay, catch you later, Aaron. You want to try to get Star Wars The Last Jedi, then there's a second chance. I don't know. Kevin, can I ask a personal question about your Asperger's? Yeah, sure. I don't mind talking about the Asperger's at all. What's up? Yeah, looking for free dance is going to cost you. Okay, the code's been redeemed. All right, so someone. Okay, let's hear. My daughter has a... Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, that deserves a dance. That deserves a big dance. Okay. What'd I do for you guys? Should I do this on the knees or no? That's too low. So here we go. Let's turn this up just a little bit. Hopefully the live stream won't get killed, guys. I don't know if this is like a song that is prone to getting copyright struck, but That's a bit too. Hold on. Let's do the. Here we go. Let's do this part. All right, that's about as much as the dance that I know, guys. Clipped. No need to clip it. The live stream's going to be available to watch tomorrow. It's going to get time stamped. So, okay, we did that song. Live stream was not killed. Thank you so much for that super chat. My goodness, I was expecting another $10. That was like, wow. Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun to do in front of the Uber. Okay, now to answer the serious question from the Texas rideshare guy. My daughter has Asperger's. When did you first find out? Well, hold on one second. All right, we're just gonna hide that user from the channel altogether. I was at first when I was like, I think 6. They thought I was initially diagnosed with OCD. So, because I was having a hard time focusing, I fidgeted a lot. That's why I'm usually holding stuff during live streams, because I fidget a lot, and they thought that that might be okay to talk about it private sometime, but I'm going to share the story now because I think it's important. But my doctor, his name was Dr. DeRiglio. He called my parents back one night and said, "Hey, you might want to come back in because there's this new thing. We don't know much about it, but it's called Asperger, and so I was diagnosed with Asperger's." Now, interestingly, my parents kept it a secret from me until I was about 10, I would say. And that's when they told me, like, hey, you have this thing called Asperger syndrome. When you get really frustrated or you have trouble talking to people, it actually is a form of autism. And they said, this is why you are the way you are. And then he told me, then my dad gave advice that I probably will never forget. He's like, the thing is, you're going to struggle with some things like work, communicating with people. And here's the thing, the world won't care. They absolutely will not. The world absolutely will not care. So you've unfortunately got to learn to live with this. And I did. I'm getting a low battery signal. It's at 8%. I can do that for another 7 minutes. So, oops, sorry. We stuttered there for a second. So yeah, I found out fairly early on in life. And it made a lot of sense. It helped a lot. And it also helped me not to beat myself up so much when, how should I put this? When I couldn't relate to people and I couldn't talk to people, I kind of learned that it's not 100% me. I can obviously work on it, but there are things that will just always be a little difficult for me. And by the way, the doctor told me that's also one of the reasons I have a stuttering problem, because Asperger's is a brain wiring difficulty thing. And so one of the problems with me is that I'm normally thinking and speaking faster than what my mouth can say, so I stutter, and that's why when I mispronounce words and stuff, that's usually a stutter, and I just kind of move on. So, one guy said you should cut that out, and it's like literally cut it out, and it's like nah, but you can't sell your kids for super chats. Oh yeah, ouch, yeah. unfortunately, people who have Asperger's and autism tend to have suicidal thoughts. I've had suicidal thoughts. I've actually attempted it a couple times. Um, in fact, not that. I mean, I was talking to Mandy about something. A lot of you might actually know what this is about, but I'm not going to spell it out so much. But she was asking how I dealt with a certain thing that seems to consistently pop up in my life, and I was like, "Look, I have this Asperger's. I there's been the death of my sister-in-law. I lost my grandpa to lung cancer. There was a friend that got into a near fatal car accident. So you know what? I could deal a few nasty words from this person. So it's look, it's not. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy. It's not, but the positive thing is that it is manageable. And what's going to make it manageable is if she has friends and family who understand what's going on, because the whole world won't work with her. But if you have friends and family that surround you who are aware of what the problem is and can maybe help bring you those extra few steps, then that goes a long way to helping long-term success. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Oh. Oh my. Wow. Thanks. Wow. Wow. Now I want to cry. Oh, thank you so much. Are we doing more dancing? Are we doing more dancing? What do I won't drink the alcohol, just let you know, but what do you want me to dance again? I know you guys are like putting a collage of this together. uh, 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 and just like that, every everything I was dealing with on the last couple days. uh, yeah, victory dance. Yeah. All the uh wow. And I just made my night, just made my week. Katie, honey, we are live streaming in Hawaii. We are gonna live stream in Hawaii at least one night of the week. That's my honeymoon, so we don't want to do it every night. But you know, um, yeah. I probably won't do the twerking though. That I'm a little uncomfortable with. But um, you know, it's like I just don't want to do that. So oh, wedding. Wow, thank you for the wedding gift, Steven. Wow, thank you. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's a wedding. That's a wedding gift, Dustin. That's not a bride. But I appreciate that. I appreciate all of this. This is what do you think of rideshare revolution? I think rideshare revolution is a very hard worker, and he's obviously very passionate about what he does. And that's what I think of him. So But, guys. Yeah. So, wow. I I personally, when I find other people make mistakes in their videos, I I would personally tell them private, but if he doesn't want to do that, that's his choice. So, you can watch the Star Wars movie if you were able to redeem the code, but it sounds like someone else redeemed the code. I just don't know who actually redeemed it. So, oh, Low Roller Scratcher got the Star Wars movie? Oh, you stream it on iTunes or Vudu or yeah, you go to Movies Anywhere, the account, and you select how you want to watch it on streaming. So I personally recommend Vudu and iTunes myself, but it goes on everything. Um, so yeah, that's how you do it. What's the total now, Kevin? It hasn't even updated. That's the crazy thing. It hasn't updated, but I I think it's well over $200 right now. It's high, but um, so let's see here, but let's see here. Yeah, so he's in. Look, guys, he's entitled to his opinion. He really is. And he wasn't wrong. I made a mistake. I did get that story wrong. That's why I apologized for it at the beginning of the live stream. So, you know. Okay. So, yeah, that's it. If you reported his last post as bullying, well, I appreciate that. I really do. So, thank you, Sherry. Couldn't. But no, Crybaby Rideshare, your video was about Mandy, though. Like, people who trash talk her. So, I mean, I guess it applies as well, but. You made a mistake. Doesn't justify being harassed. Well, okay, look, since we're kind of at this point and we've donated, a lot of money was donated. One of the things I was talking about with Mandy last night obviously was what happened and the videos. And Dustin, by the way, also texted me today to see how I was doing. And look, you know what? If he needs to make fun of me and harass me and name call me to make himself feel better, let him do it. Honestly, like I said, I've been through a lot of tragedy in my life. I've had to deal with this Asperger's. I've had to deal with bullying growing up. I've dealt with the suicide attempt. My sister-in-law died while she was on her honeymoon. My grandpa died from lung cancer. By the way, my grandma died like 2 months after Crystal died. And, until Katie came along, I didn't go on a single date because nobody wanted to go on a date with me. And I got diagnosed with diabetes, which had I not turned my life around, that would have shaved 20 years off my life. Although I think I've added those years back. So I'll tell you what I told Mandy. I can take a few mean words he says. So anyway, folks, I am getting the low battery notification over and over and over again, which even though I'm charging it, I don't think it's going to last a whole lot longer. So here's the thing. Thank you so much for all of this. Really, words cannot. I'm I'm going to take this as an opportunity to not only thank everyone for all the generous donations, but, I'm going to promise to continue to update as much as I can. And thank you, Chal. Um, so I'm going to take this as an opportunity to continue doing the best I can, making these videos. We will live stream at least one day during the honeymoon live in Hawaii. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the week doing more of these live streams. For everyone who might be watching this in the future, thank you for watching, for everything you do. Even thank you for putting up with my occasional mistake, which doesn't deserve a lot of sympathy when I make a mistake, but I appreciate it anyway. I will always try to do better. But for everyone, in case you're new here and you want to know what this is all about, comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoyed the videos, I'm not even going to do the whole spiel. I've gotten more than enough tonight. I'm going to do something else. Dark Road Run, a friend of mine who donated what he could tonight and helped me out during a tough period of my life. He needs just a few more subscribers to get to 1,000, then he can be monetized. So subscribe to Dark Road Run and subscribe to No Crybaby Rideshare as well. He couldn't afford to give me anything, but you know what? His message today on speaking against the haters of Mandy was awesome, and he deserves a few subs for that, so check him out. And be kind to one another out there, because here's the thing. There's a lot of reason to be angry, but, even if people are mad at you, as hard as it is, try to love them in response. You will feel so much better at the end of the day if you do that. Seriously. So, and thanks for all the kind words. And I guess I'll catch you tomorrow with the new videos. And next Sunday at around 8 p.m., you'll see me here as well. Hopefully me and Dustin won't overlap again like we seem to be doing a lot these days. So, anyway, catch you all later. Thanks for joining me.